Hi everyone, we're out here live right now in front of Peacehealth Riverbend for the Save the Docs rally that Oregon Nurses Association is putting on today to support the ER doctors here at Peacehealth. We're going to be here for the next couple of hours doing some live interviews with ONA as well as some Peacehealth workers that are out here for the rally. We'll keep you updated as this rally continues. Right, just start off with, we're live on YouTube right now, just so you know that this is a live interview. Just to start off with, can you spell your first and last name and then your description with ONA?
Yeah, my name is Christopher Rompala, Chrisrompala. I'm the chair of the bargaining unit for the medical center here in BHU, and also on the board of directors for ONA.
Can you talk obviously a little bit about what you guys are doing out here? Obviously, the reason for people that aren't, aware of what's happening with Peacehealth, with EEP, with Apollo, talk a little bit about that, and specifically the purpose for the rally today.
Yeah, so we're out here today standing with our ED docs that we've been working with for 35 years or so. So we're out here just supporting them, making sure that the public knows that we really want to keep our healthcare local and that we do not support the outsourcing to an out-of-state corporation to come in to then take over for the docs that are our friends, neighbors, families.
Can you talk a little bit about, I know just recently everyone was up at the Capitol talking about the situation, talking with the state and with lawmakers about everything going on here at Riverbend, Peacehealth as a whole. Can you talk a little bit about what the outcome was of that, and specifically how you are hoping this rally will kind of get the attention of Peacehealth?
Yeah, we're really just wanting to make sure that the public knows what's happening here. Also, our legislators across the state. We're learning that this is actually gaining some national attention, which I think could be good for healthcare across the country, bringing awareness of the corporatization of healthcare just in general. Yeah, and I don't know if there have been any definitive results of that Senate committee meeting last week or not at this point.
And can you talk a little bit about just, that kind of community outpouring? Obviously, you have a lot of people out here just already to start off with, community members and, again, Peacehealth workers out here for this cause. Can you talk a little bit about that and just your reaction and what you've heard from the community about this?
Yeah, I think the community support has been phenomenal. Not just within our local Eugene Springfield. A nurse was telling me that her daughter in Boston was asking her about what was happening because they had been hearing about some of the changes that Peacehealth is wanting to make with our local healthcare.
Well, I think those are all the questions that I have. If there's anything else you want to add about the rally today, about the situation as a whole in general.
Yeah, I just invite people to check out our petition. It's on the ONA website. We're still collecting signatures for that, trying to make sure that Peacehealth knows that there's a large contingent of folks that are not happy with the decisions that they've been making.
Well, thank you so much for this interview. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you. on and just let you know that we're live streaming right now on our YouTube channels. Just to start off with the test levels of my mic, can you spell your first and last name and then your kind of connection with this rally, who you're involved with, ONA, EEP, Peacehealth, stuff like that?
So Charlotte Ransom, CharlotteRansom, and I am a former member of EEP. I left in August, and now I still work in emergency departments in the state, but not here.
Can you talk a little bit about just the reason that you're out here, the reason you're out here at the rally? Again, for people that are at home that don't necessarily know what's been going on with Peacehealth, what's been going on with the EEP and Apollo, just kind of, again, the reason you're out here for this rally and supporting this group of people.
I'm here for a few different reasons. I'm first supporting my former group. I think it's an amazing group. I think that doctors are committed to the patients in this community and this hospital and are well-trained, well-respected, great members of the medical staff, so I'm here to support them. I'm here for the medical staff because I think this is an incredible medical staff. It's one of the best that I've ever seen, and we see that in the support that they've given to EEP and to patient care in general. And I've done a lot of work with the hospital in doing like peer review and leadership work here in the hospital, and I can attest to the incredible quality of care that we provide here, that I don't work here anymore, but that the medical staff provides here. But also because I think that this trend toward corporate medicine and more control from the hospitals and corporations over physicians in an attempt to do things the way that they want done and silence the voices of the physicians is happening across the country, and I'm really worried about what it's doing to medical care across the country. So I think in a broader way, I'm here to speak up for the medical community in general and to bring light to this problem and hope that we can have more and more support to fight it.
Obviously, having been a part of EEP, what is going through your mind if like this say would have happened if you were here and you were involved in a part of it? I mean, being out of it, you're kind of seeing it from that outside perspective. But what have you heard? What do you know about the doctors having to go through this situation?
Well, again, there's a lot of factors to it. I think first of all, it's difficult for people in this group. There's 41 members of the group that lost their jobs when this decision was announced, and they had intended to make their lives here, and that's very disruptive and it's very difficult. I can in some ways relate to that in that I intended to stay here until I retired as well, but I left on my own. I didn't get forced out, which is a big difference, and so that's a very difficult decision to make at this point. They have the support of the medical staff. There's a lot of pressure to reverse the decision, but at this time Peacehealth has said that they are not going to reverse the decision, so people have to make a decision if they're going to leave the community, move on to other communities, leave the state. It's a huge loss because the state does have a lack of emergency physicians across the state. There are facilities looking for help, and so to lose qualified emergency physicians is unfortunate for the community and the state.
Well, I think those are all the questions that I have. If there's anything else you want to add about the rally, about this entire situation as a whole at all?
I just am so impressed with the community and the medical staff, and I thank everybody for the support that they've continued to give to EEP and this problem, like I said, that's bigger than even this particular issue, and I hope that people continue to pay attention and speak up and support these great doctors.
Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you.
kind of tempted to get my tickets along. We're going to be out here all day.
I'm gonna do a little walk around tonight.
Cool. You're getting vertical stuff? Going back in?
So just to let you know that we're live streaming on our YouTube channels right now. Just to test the levels of the mic, can you spell your first and last name and then kind of the reason and connection and why you're out here, like you said, being retired with EEP?
My name is Melissa, Melissa, Doherty, Doherty, and I retired from Eugene Emergency Physicians 4 years ago.
And can you talk a little bit about why you're here out at the rally, kind of, the importance of being out here, and for folks at home that don't necessarily know what's going on, and just talk about your experience with EEP and specifically their involvement with Peacehealth?
Sure. I started with EEP in 2003. It was my dream job. It was hard to get a job with this group because it's such a highly skilled and sought after bunch of people, and so when I finished residency, this is where I wanted to be. I had lived in Corvallis for 10 years and was a firefighter and paramedic, and we always brought our sickest patients to Sacred Heart Hospital, and so I knew that's where I wanted to work when I finished residency. So I came as a sort of second career. I worked with the group for 18 years. They are, to a person, the finest bunch of human beings I have ever had the privilege of working with. They are technically proficient, they're kind, their heart is always in the right place, and I would have stayed a couple of years longer, but Peacehealth and the administration had created so many obstacles to providing good patient care that I couldn't stay any longer.
And can you talk about your initial reaction, obviously, when everything happened with Peacehealth, stopping their contract with EEP and going forward with Apollo MD? What was your reaction to that, again, having been involved in this?
Well, obviously I was irate, and I know absolutely what a sacrifice in patient care that kind of change represents. I know the quality and the caliber of the physicians that EEP has always hired and kept. People that come to work for EEP stay here for years and years. They develop relationships with all of the specialists in the community. And having an outside group come in, I am terrified for what may happen in July if they take over, because they don't know anybody, they don't know the community, they don't know how the EMS system works. It's a disaster. It's beyond the scope of what most people would realize.
And overall, what would you hope for the outcome just of this rally, being out here in front of Peacehealth, Sacred Heart? What is the goal of this?
I hope that people continue to speak out. I think that this change is a travesty. I think it's an enormous mistake for our community, and I just hope that the community continues to back EEP and let Peacehealth know that this is not what we want for our community. Corporate medicine is taking over a good portion of the country, but we're from Eugene, Oregon. This is not what we do here. We're better than that, and I think Peacehealth is better than that.
Well, I think those are all the questions that I have. If there's anything else you want to add about the rally in particular, about anything happening and what's been going on with Peacehealth at all?
I think Peacehealth would be smart to get rid of the current leadership, Jim McGovern and Kim Rusher. They are the ones that brought this to bear, and I think it's time for them to go.
Well, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
Perfect. Just to let you know, we are live streaming on YouTube right now for our stations. Just to start off with the test level of the mic, can you spell your first and last name and then your connection with the rally, connection with Peacehealth?
First name is David, D-A-V-I-D. Last name Schwartz, S-C-H-W-A-R-T-Z. I am a hospitalist physician here at Riverbend. I was one of the founding members and first president of the Pacific Northwest Hospital Medicine Association, the hospitalist union, which is now the Northwest Medicine United. I am here as a hospitalist, representing the hospitalists to support our excellent emergency physicians, which are just an incredible group. They supported us when they tried to outsource us in 2014, and I'm just here to show that we care about them and we don't want them to leave. So.
What, obviously with this rally, what is the ultimate goal? For you being out here, obviously working with Peacehealth, but for something that is showing, that you're against what Peacehealth is doing. What is the, significance, importance, and what would you like out of this rally? And again, you're talk about specifically, again, you being here.
Yeah. Specifically, we would like them to reverse the decision to outsource the emergency room physicians to Apollo MD. This is a fantastic physician-owned group. It's been here for 35 years. Many of the physicians that started the group are still in town. A lot of them were either born or raised here. They're invested in the community. And, Apollo MD and these staffing groups essentially just hire any physician with a license, any PA with a license. They have no connection to the community. They have no knowledge of the community. They have no commitment to the community. Eugene Springfield is a paycheck to them and nothing else. They have no reason to speak up, no reason to protect their patients, and no reason really to put themselves or their careers at risk in order to protect their patients. So I'm here to kind of see if I can just help push that along a little bit. And the support from the community and from our politicians and other medical groups, including professional groups, has been amazing. So administration has been kind of digging their heels in, but we're hoping with enough consistent pressure and pressure from many areas that they'll eventually realize that this is a mistake.
Obviously, being inside the hospital, I know this is obviously not just affecting Riverbend, it's affecting a bunch of other Peacehealth hospitals.
Right.
Can you talk a little bit about just what you've heard, from those doctors? Obviously that first initial reaction when this, that contract with EEP, was discussed about ending. What was going on? What was, the talk within the hospital?
Well, my initial response was they can't be that stupid. I mean, it's not a polite thing to say, but it was very much a surprise because you have an excellent groups of doctors here. You really do. I've been in healthcare for 35 years. I've worked in hospitals all up and down the East Coast, academic centers, and this is really a great, solid, proactive, positive group of doctors that we all love working with and treat their patients well. I've been through this ER. My mother's been through this ER. My wife has been through this ER. I have people that have been through the ER who, when they realize I'm a Peacehealth physician, say, I had great treatment there. It really was treated well there. So I'm hoping that they realize that and hoping that they kind of come to the conclusion that this is just the wrong move to do. So.
Well, I think those are all the questions that I have. If there's anything else you want to add about the situation going on, just, seeing it, firsthand in the hospital, being out here at the rally.
I would urge anyone watching this to get involved, sign a petition, read the articles, call your local legislators, call Peacehealth, call the administrators whose names are in the articles. Just get up, let your voice be heard. Stand up, let them know that everyone's watching them. All right.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you, appreciate it.
got that started. So to start off with, just to test the levels of the mic, can you spell your first and last name and then your kind of connection with the rally? If you're a part of Peacehealth, a part of EEP, a part of Oregon Nurses Association, that involvement.
My name is Julie Seo. I'm an ER physician with Eugene Emergency Physician. I've been with the group for the past 8 years, and then I've been part of the community and practicing emergency medicine here in Eugene, Oregon for 20 years.
And can you spell your first and last name for me?
Julie, Julie, last name S as in Sam, E as in Echo, O as in Ocean.
Can you talk a little bit about the rally today, specifically why everyone's out here, why you're out here? Talk about the situation, obviously, that is occurring within Peacehealth right now with Apollo MD and with EEP.
So Apollo MD was awarded the emergency department contract, and there was lack of transparency during that decision, and EEP's been serving the community for the past 35 years, and we are a healthy, independent group of physicians who's been dedicated and local, and we want to continue helping and serving this community. And that's why we're here today, voicing our concerns as a community member, as medical staff, as nursing staff, to let Peacehealth know that we need to reassess this decision and hopefully come back to the table and have a different discussion regarding who's going to take care of our community.
And what was, just your initial reaction when you heard about this happening, about that outsource from out of state instead of specifically locally here in Eugene, just, kind of coming from that experience and then seeing that in the hospitals? What was that reaction like?
So that was really personal for me. I was actually working, and it was towards the end of my shift when the announcement did come. Everybody took a pause, but this is a reflection of the people of EEP and the physicians and the providers of the EEP. They took a moment, took a deep breath in, and continued to take care of our community. There was Codes 3, which is equivalent to the most sickest patients that's coming in with lights and sirens, people with strokes, heart attacks, big traumas, and nobody's blinked an eye, and they continue to take care of the community. These are the people that are taking care of the community, and we need to keep these people here because we are all about what Eugene and Springfield and Lane County health, and we just want to be here and taking care of our family and friends and our loved ones. And so I think this outpouring of support is a reflection of the dedication for the past 35 years that EEP has provided, and I think it speaks volumes and it speaks for itself if you just look around about all this support.
What specifically, when talking with people a part of EEP, a part of Peacehealth, what have they been saying, obviously, about this situation, seeing these layoffs happen? Again, obviously, EEP, leaving Riverbend, leaving Peacehealth as a whole. Can you just talk a little bit about, what the community within that group has been like for someone that doesn't necessarily know anyone that is being affected by this?
I can't really understand. Okay, sorry.
Specifically talking about, the group within EEP. What have those talks been like since this has happened for people that don't necessarily have anyone or know anyone that's involved in this situation?
Okay, so I want to clarify, EEP is a independent contractor as a whole, as a group. We are basically a vendor to Peacehealth. We are not an employee of Peacehealth. We are not a W-2. We don't get paid directly from Peacehealth. We are independent, and we contract with Peacehealth to provide medical care. And we want to do our very best job, and we've been doing a great job. We've been healthy. We've never missed a single shift for the past 35 years, and we've been dedicated to this community. And we definitely took a step back. We thought that we continue to want to work here, so we've been doing everything we can. And we've reached out to the community members, elected officials, board members, whatever we can. And even this is just a dedication of what we're going to do to try to stay here and take care of our family members and our community.
And one kind of final wrap-up question. One of the main parts about this rally is kind of pulling out the executives at Peacehealth. If you could, sit down with those executives right now, if they were to come out here, what would your message be to them? What would you say to them?
So I know that they shifted and pivoted regarding why they chose Apollo MD, regarding their wraparound services, as well as how Apollo MD may have experience with bigger hospitals. And I want to tell them, hey, we did the same thing. When UD was open and then we moved to Riverbend, we grew with you. And then the difference between those bigger hospitals, they have bigger ERs. This is a completely different story. You're not comparing apples to apples. They're comparing apples to bananas, not even oranges. You know, they say they have a bigger hospital that they see. I mean, give us that ER space and we will see those people. We are here. We have been honored in multiple different awards, and we want to stay. Let's get back to the table. Let's work this out. We want to work, and we want to take care of our community.
Well, I think those are all the questions that I have. Thank you so much for doing the interview.
All right, thank you.
Kind of takes a piece of the soul and never gives it back. That might be it.
It's like I was reading, I'm not very I was like, he is in the provider group as long as I have lived in Lincoln County. You know, I'm not being born and safe from it. Yeah, I think I have.
Thanks for letting me in, yeah.
Well, I think they had that's what I was out. 20 to 35. And I said, and I'm close to where I my mom's wife is one of the retired ones. She's on the other side.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's so many pictures, and most of them are going to be basically the same as what you saw. Yeah, might as well. There's some funny
So I
ones.
probably will in like the next couple of days.
Okay.
The mail. That's a good one.
My whole goal
favorite ADD guy in the nation. No, thank you.
Hey y'all! We have your attention over here, please. We have, well, thank you, first of all, thank you all for coming. Really appreciate it. We want to start off this rally with one of our many special guests. We have the Raging Grannies out here with us
Smooth on. It's gonna go on my shoulder. I'm just gonna leave the tripod. Oh. So. You're just gonna see the traffic though. That doesn't really make a lot of
Just
sense.
like, there's more than three.
So Mike, that's it. Excuse me.
Does a microphone help? Do you need a microphone? Yeah.
Yeah, the microphone really helps.
Fantastic.
sights you'll find more than lightning by far.
We're the great grannies and we're here to stay. We want our ER docs to stay. They work so hard and they're good at what they do. Someday we might need one, me and you. Sooner or later, you know that's true. It's not an easy job. You gotta be skilled. But along comes Peacehealth and their contract is killed. Fewer, newer doctors gonna make things more efficient. Whoever thinks is common sense deficient. Ordinary, underpaid, everyday heroes. They all deserve praise.
Yeah, you can take this.
Right, you're getting ready to do your reading.
All right, you take it.
What year did you graduate?
All right, we got one more with the Raging Grannies. Two more with the Raging Grannies. Okay.
Excuse us.
Just to let you know, we're live streaming on our YouTube channels right now. Just to test levels of the mic and make sure that we're all good to go. Can you spell your first and last name and then kind of the connection into the reason why you're out here today?
Floyd Przonski, State Senator, District 4, include half of Eugene, all of Springfield, and it's Floyd Przonski. And I'm out here today to support the EEP, the Eugene Emergency Physicians, and their need for the community to come forward and hold Peacehealth accountable for their transactions of trying to usurp their current provider of emergency services here to the community.
Just overall, how do you think that it is for when it comes to outsourcing Apollo MD from out of state? And obviously Eugene Emergency Physicians obviously is here, it's local. How do you think that impacts Eugene? How it impacts Springfield and impacts this area, especially when it comes to medical care here? We've seen, obviously, the two hospitals are here in Springfield, none in Eugene. Kind of just talking about that and how this, again, like you said, this transaction impacts the city of Eugene and the city of Springfield.
Yeah, so really what we're seeing right now, corporate medicine at its worst. We passed Senate Bill 951 to address these type of issues, and I'm going to do everything I can to hold them accountable. The reality, as you've said, we do not have a hospital in Eugene. When Peacehealth made their move to Riverbend, they told us and assured us that we would maintain a hospital in Eugene at the University District. We no longer have that hospital. I believe this is corporate medicine at its worst. We're talking about, from my perspective, bringing corporate baggage, corporate medicine to a new standard of having individuals who have no ties to the community to provide these services. We have 41 individuals that make up EEP. They and their families are part of the community. They have shown and demonstrated in time of need, even though they may not be on duty, that they show up when the community needs them. And so this is why I'm here today, to show up for them, because they have in fact been there for us in providing the emergency services we need as a community. And I think it's time for us to stand up and hold Peacehealth accountable for this misjudgment and going corporate medicine on us.
And obviously, being out here at the rally, what is obviously the goal? What do you want the next steps to be? What are you going to do in those next steps to, again, help EEP, and talk with Peacehealth specifically? A lot, it's being able to be out here, be at the rally, but what is that next step going forward after this for this situation?
So there's actually steps that happened before this rally, and some of those were actually calling in and having the administration of Peacehealth come to the office and discuss this. I made my intentions very well known to them. I'm very discouraged by their conduct and how they basically have walked away from the community by bringing in carpetbagging medicine into our community. I think the next things that we need to do, and what we've already started, is we have the Oregon Health Authority as well as the Oregon Department of Justice looking into whether or not there's been violations of Senate Bill 951, which was passed in 2025 to deal with corporate medicine. And so we're going to continue to work on that, and if we find shortfalls in that, we will improve it in 2027. But today we're here to show support for the physicians, and the most important thing for me is get the community engaged even more, because that's how I believe that we will make a change, and how we can see Peacehealth backing off of this really terrible decision of removing individuals from the ERs that actually know their way around, know how to perform the services, and be able to take care of the community, for people who will just be coming here and having a place to sleep and then walk and drive back or fly back to wherever they're from.
Well, I think those are all the questions that I have. If there's anything else you want to add just about the rally in general, about this entire situation in general.
Yeah, I just hope that everyone understands this is very serious. When we have a situation that we could lose our complete representation in the emergency department to individuals who have no tie to the community, we are going to lose in multiple ways, and I'm afraid it means that people will lose their lives, because individuals will not be here to staff the shifts that need to be, and or they will not have the ability to do the work because they just don't know their way around in the ED.
Well, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you very much.
Emphasize on health.
Whatever you want. I don't want to get that. Yeah, we wanted to get this.
She's kind of retired. Yes. Yes. I know exactly. Yeah. Great. Yes. To meet Senator.
wonderful because I presented it's the whole time quoting the democracy. There were members on the church steps, right next to that person. They're like, yep. Yes, yeah.
Make it work.
Billy was like, I only ran on like, you guys run, you guys run, and I go up and like, we got it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we can always have the post-notes in perfect. So I think we're here.
I mean, this mic is usually pretty good on canceling out anyways.
And I think they're going to be loud enough that I'm not going to be interrupting. Okay.
works here?
Advocacy Climate.
I know. I was thinking that on my way back. Man, I gotta pee.
Then I run there and run back, and then
There's a very funny meme on Facebook. This guy's like, you know, they told me if I voted for got to be one of them. It's like, you know, of all the reasons to join a practice, this would be it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Hi.
Keep your eyes closed. But she is like full on. Jumping in.
I think so, yeah. Like 4:45 is what I've heard about. Right when it started. And we're gonna be live like all for our shows, so it's like.
Yeah, that's alright. Down in the office, right?
Yeah, something like that. by the barbershop. They want Can I squeeze in front of you? Okay, cool.
I had to go all the way over there to be able to get it.
You're 61st and everything, right? That's 45. That's kind of crazy.
That's basically getting there is a circle.
My camera battery's set for 40, so I'll probably have to go put another one at some point.
On the other side of the tent, if you want to join.
We're going to be live in just a little bit.
Our community's trust. Our community trusts us not only because of our experience and skills, they trust us because we are part of them. Always be there for them. This is our home. This is our hospital. This is where we take our kids, our parents, our grandparents, and they need care. We've worked together to make it a place our community can be proud of. Unfortunately, Peacehealth executives are leading us in the wrong direction. They closed Eugene's only hospital. They've increased their salaries. They have led layoff after layoff, and now they want to outsource our emergency care. But we're here together to stand up to Peacehealth executives because Eugene emergency physicians aren't just a medical group. These doctors are our friends. They volunteer in our schools. They coach our youth sports. They know this community because they are part of it. They know us and we trust them, which is exactly what you need in an emergency. We don't want temporary providers just passing through to collect a paycheck. We want experienced doctors who are committed to our community and to our hospital. That's why we're here, to keep care local and make sure that EEP stays right here at Riverbend and across Lake County. We have a tremendous group of doctors, nurses, and elected leaders from all counties with us today. It is my privilege introduce y'all to someone. Please help me welcome Dr. Jonas Pelosi, EEP.
You guys can do okay? Hey everybody. It is incredibly moving to see so many people here. Nurses, physicians, EMS professionals, hospital staff, community members, elected officials, family and friends, all standing here together in support of we have had the absolute privilege
Test.
of providing emergency care at Peacehealth hospitals here in Eugene, Springfield area and in Cottage Grove since 2018. We live here. Our families are part of this community. When our loved ones get sick, they come to these hospitals. For decades, we have worked side by side with the extraordinary nurses, technicians, EMS crews, hospitalists, specialists, and primary care providers who make up this local healthcare community. And together we have cared for the people of Lane County through mass casualty events, wildfires, pandemics, and countless everyday emergencies. We are deeply honored by the extraordinary support we have received from our